Hey guys, how are you doing? 2 days from the New Year for Chinese New Year, right? 2 days is on this Sunday, so it's busy on tidy up the things. Right? My my house is not in a mess, right? Normally I will tidy it up about um, every 2 or 3 months, right? But then as 2 days after is the first day of the new year. So still we have to buy something for the new year and then tidy up the things. So a little bit busy, but we will not take much time for me to do the program because actually that is just 15 minutes, and I just used it to watch the financial news. Then yesterday, then actually coming week or coming month will be the performance month, right? So after Chinese New Year, we will have the holiday from this Sunday. This Sunday is already a Sunday, and then already a holiday, and then we'll be on public holiday on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then back to normal, back to work on this Thursday. So after that, we'll be busy because it's the performance month for U.S. stock. So yesterday, Netflix give the numbers after the first month. That means last September. Then Netflix is putting on the advertisement, and the subscribers numbers in increment is boost away the expectation. But I still do not suggest now you buy Netflix because that expectation already reflected on the share price, right? And we will 1 day before she announced that the performance, so we will have a quick look on that, right? Our Falcon portfolio been keeping 37%. It's been somehow been good on last week, but this week, right, these few days because they are still afraid on putting up the interest rate on February of the Fed. So these 2 days, the market still tumbles down, but not much on the Nasdaq, only on the Dow Jones. So for any questions, then you want to ask, you can leave your message under the YouTube, or you can leave your message to me by email usstockmarketweekly@gmail.com. So this is our heading, right? Netflix blows away the expectations on subscriber numbers. I have Netflix. I have Netflix. 9.99 US dollar per month, right? And I will not subscribe to the advertisement version because that is a little bit cheaper. Right now it's Hong Kong dollar 78, and that version is 50 something. But that's okay to me because I subscribe to Netflix. It's because I do not want to see the advertisement. Right. If I do not mind to see the advertisement, then there is a lot of the HD version then I can watch on the computer, on the internet. But I do not want that. Right? I just want to straight go into the movie and then no advertisement. So that's not my cup of tea. But maybe some are, right? Maybe some people are. So the subscriber numbers, then they think that will be less than that. But now Netflix do better, right? So yesterday, Dow Jones still dropped 252 points. Finally, Nasdaq need to drop 100 points. This is our Falcon 350,000 portfolio, right? So we can see that AutoZone still okay. We are 5%, and then Adobe is nearly no loss, and AMD still a little bit because you know that I have reported on our Hong Kong channel that this year 2023, and then the people think that the PC requirement is still weak, right? It's still weak. Also on the notebook. So Actually, I think AMD or Nvidia may be still weak on the first or the second quarter. So we have to bear on that, huh? So our Falcon portfolio is 37% increment. And this is US 10-year Treasury yield. Then 1 week before is 3.722%, and then yesterday is 3.4%. Not a lot of news, headline news. So we straight go into Netflix, right? So Netflix blows away expectation on the subscriber numbers. This is the co-founder of Netflix, Reed Hastings, is giving up his CEO role. He is not very old. He aged this year 62, and then Netflix is found on 1997. That means at the time he is about 36 years old, right? Quite young at that time, right? And then this is a miracle. I think that this is a miracle for Netflix in the history, right? I have read read the story. Then they said that they established that Netflix is because then they forget to return the tape. Right, at the time is the tape. Right, before 1997 is a lot of tape I have borrowed, and then you pay it on the tape payer. Right, so then they think, okay, then this is nonsense. Right, I forget, and then there is a fine. So they established Netflix. Then you can put everything onto the internet so you can view it, right? On the at that time it's not on TV, it's on the PC, right? And then there is then a lot of internet, and then after 2006, after Steve Jobs invented iPhone, then goes out, something like that, right? And then he is going to giving up his CEO role, right? He is just 62. I think is not very old, right? Then he is a miracle to me, all right? Netflix added 766 million pay subscribers, right? 766 million subscribers in last quarter. That means the fourth quarter of 2022, and then expected is 7.66 million subscribers. Then expected is 4.57 million subscribers. And let's see the financial report also announced it yesterday. We take a look on the stock price of Netflix, then you can see that Netflix been dropped to very low, well below 200 US dollar from about 700 US dollar. And then it has a very strong rebound. Now it's more than 315. So that means then it's rebounded nearly 80%. I think that rebounds already reflected the paid subscriber more than expected, right? I think that's it, right? That's it. So I do not suggest my readers to buy Netflix at this time, but you will not know that, right? At the time, I noticed that Netflix been rising up in the past few weeks, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to do anything. That is not sure, right? Although they said, and the PE is 28.28. We take a look on the performance report just announced yesterday. You can see that I've put the underline in red color, so easy for you to read. Revenue, right? Revenue. This is in million. Last quarter, 7.8 US dollar billion, 7.8. So if we take a look on few quarters before, no improvement. Quarters before 7.9, 7.97, 7.86, 7.7, no obvious improvement first. And then the operating income, right? Operating income, a little bit better. 0.63 in 1 year before compared to 0.55, right? No improvement. Dropped it about 20%. Operating margin dropped it from 8.2 to 7%, right? No improvement. So we see that the net cash provided by operating activity one year before, right, is negative, minus, that means a loss, right? Cannot generate cash, right, and take cash from the company, right? Loss 0.4 billion US dollar is a loss. And now the earning is for 0.4, also 0.4, but is an earning. 1 year before is a loss, US dollar, right? Seems there is an improvement. Then same case on the free cash flow. 1 year before is negative, now is positive. Then that only reflects that she may cut the staff, cut the expenditure in between. It doesn't mean that actually she has improved the profit earning most effectively. We can see the EBITDA, then you will know. And this is very meaningful, right? Then it reflected if we know that in 2022, US is putting up the interest rate, right? So we translate it back to foreign exchange neutral, see how it goes. Actually, not much changed, right? So we see the lower one, adjusted revenue, right? Foreign exchange effect, 0. So this is in million, but this is for the full year, not for 1 quarter. 25.5 billion US dollar to 30, and then to 32, a little bit better. But if we look at the operating margin, nearly no improvement. 2 years before, 19.9, now 20, 0.1%, right? And we take a look on the different region that Netflix take part, right? In the red one is represent Netflix, and then others is the others. Other streaming, maybe Apple TV, maybe Disney Plus, something like that, and then linear and the others. In US is 8%, right? Not a lot. UK is 9%, Brazil is 4%, Mexico is 4%, and Poland is just 2%. Not a lot. Then we take a look on other figures, right? In the regional breakdown in America and Canada, right, you can see that if the foreign exchange is neutral, 1 year before the growth is 9%, and then now is 10%. That means not much changed. Keeping on that, right, but not much improved. And then for Europe or Middle Europe, 1 year before 6%, now 5%, no improvement, right? Latin America, 1 year before very good, 17%, right? Now 7%, much worse than 1 quarter before. 1 quarter before is 16%, right? And then is APAC, that means Asia Pacific region, right? 1 year before 2%, and then last quarter minus 4%. So as a whole, this is not good, right? As a whole, this is not good. And we take a look on the EBITDA. Remember, what does EBITDA, adjusted EBITDA, represent? It represents your own business effectiveness. That means, is it more effective, more easy to earn money, earn more money, or earn less? EBITDA compared to EBITDA, right, in the same tax rate. You can see that in last year, March, that is the adjusted EBITDA. That is in thousand, not in million. 2.1 billion US dollar, and then in June 1.8, and then in September 1.77, and then just by now, right, end of December 7.97. So actually the effectiveness of Netflix earn money is dropping, right? In the whole year is dropping, and then in the last quarter it drops much. The EBITDA quickly dropped from 1.77 to 7.97. Remember, this is the adjusted EBITDA, not only the EBITDA. It's everything just related to the business. So you may ask me why the stock price bounce up? Because it dropped too much. Because it dropped too much. All right. And then it dropped too much. Suddenly, Netflix have another income, not only the subscribers and also the advertisement. But at the same time, she is losing the market share. She is losing the market share to a lot of other media, right? Not only to Disney Plus, maybe to other local, something like that, right? So we don't know. But actually, the trend does not change. The trend does not change because you can see that the adjusted EBITDA quickly dropped it in the last quarter. In the last quarter, she's been putting up the advertisement already, right? So I do not suggest you to buy the share of Netflix now. I do not suggest, right? Then I think that streaming, a lot of the advertisement may be falling out. Not maybe not falling out. Then maybe there is a lot of competitors, right? Something like that, right? We may need to see 1 or 2 more quarters before we know is yes or no, right? Okay, then we share up till here, and thanks for your watching. Then please give us a like, any comment or share to your friends are welcome. So please help to press the bell icon next to it. So whenever there is a video uploaded by YouTube, YouTube will inform you, right? So 2 days more is the new year of China. So happy new year to everyone. Then we see all you guys next week. Bye bye.